Hi there, students. In the fullness of time. This is an adverbial phrase meaning when it's the right time, when enough time has passed, when a suitable period of time has elapsed. So when is this going to happen? Well, it will happen in the fullness of time. You need to be patient and wait. Yeah? Mummy, when am I going to grow up? In the fullness of time. Yeah, don't be too keen to grow up. Okay? Or maybe something's bothering a friend of yours. I'm sure that your friend will tell you what's wrong in the fullness of time. He'll tell you what's bothering him in the fullness of time. So when it's the right time, I'm sure this will happen. So they met when they were 18 and they fell in love, and in the fullness of time they got married and had children. So as time went by, when the right time came for each thing, okay, so everything will become clear in the fullness of time. It means that something will happen if you wait long enough, if you wait for the right time. Everything will become clear in the fullness of time. Yeah, things don't happen immediately. They happen when it's possible for them to happen. So we are preparing this report. I know you want to know when it's released, but it will be released in the fullness of time. Yeah, or maybe if your girlfriend's pregnant and you want to know if it's a boy or a girl, you have to wait, and in the fullness of time you will discover whether it's a boy or a girl. After an appropriate length of time has elapsed, eventually, I knew that in the fullness of time you would become a very successful businessman. I knew that in the fullness of time you would speak really good English, because you're clearly very good at languages. So this is a way of saying whenever it's ready, you'll have to wait. Yeah, it's not going to happen in a flash. You have to wait until the you have to wait, and in the fullness of time this will happen. When is the Prime Minister going to comment about this? In the fullness of time, when it's the right time. Not now. Be patient. So this is the time when it's appropriate for something. A time that is not too soon. It's not too it's not too early. Okay, so this is something that will happen in the fullness of time. This is saying that something will happen at the right moment, at the appropriate moment. Now, I think this one also comes from the Bible. I think it comes from Galatians. But when the fullness of time was come, God sent forth his Son. Okay, so at the right time. Yeah, when something is appropriate, when it's available, when it can be done. I can't do it yet, but I promise I will do it in the fullness of time. Okay, this is a mystery. But this mystery will be resolved in the fullness of time. This is not the case at the moment, but it may well turn out to be true in the fullness of time. Okay, so in the fullness of time, when things get going, when it's the right moment, okay, when at some point in the future, eventually, at the allotted time, at the correct time, Okay, so we will have time to do this, but in the fullness of time, not now, not at this moment. Yes, so it will happen after various events have taken place. And yeah, this will happen in the fullness of time. You're just going to have to be patient and wait for the time to the time to be right. So this is the fullness of time, by and by, presently, when it's the right moment. Okay, in the fullness of time, formality. I'm going to give this a 6.5. 6.5 in formality. Use it in a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal writing. So, in the fullness of time.